I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Panthers going up against the Saints. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Detroit! Good! Now let's go!
He'll look to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3 and 10. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Over!
Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Detroit! Check three. All right, here we go. 3 and 19. Good. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit!
Back to throw again. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And the play clock's running down. Looking to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Watch it now, Barney. Let's go. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
All right, now look at this. Here we go.
to throw here on first down. Underneath here to Hill. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Red zone opportunity.
Let's go, let's go. All right, now look at switch. Here we go. Detroit.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Hill. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jeremy Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day?
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down Saints.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go now. Here we go. No. Check.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Hill, the lone setback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down there, just 1 yard.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Now let's go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They come up in an offset eye. Now Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Let's go.
And the back goes into motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they're going to go soft on the corners. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They still can't get it. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
first play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, here's Yeldon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But
and they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Fielded at the 33. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Hill, the lone setback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Time running out here on the play clock. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-one.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Thompson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Halfback sent in motion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to New Orleans after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch it now. Back nine it out, Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. No. Check. Country.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll come out in the pistol. In motion right is Thomas.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Check 17. No, check. Patriot.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This one from 46 yards out.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And the Panthers coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
20.
They begin with a run by Yeldon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Newton throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. From the 50, Newton. Caught, Safarian-Jenkins, right side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On first down, Newton. And this is complete. It's Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Again, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's 2nd down. A final shot before the break. Newton. This will be caught at about the 3. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second half begins with a run by Yeldon, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Panthers are going to get a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man. Complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
First down, it's Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Second down following the run. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Newton, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And ready for 3rd and 6. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
play action. They'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Hey. Got three down. Hey! Kill. On the ball. 20. Shift.
Now Newton on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
Here's Newton. This will be caught at the 2. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. Play clock winding down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And quickly, they get to the line.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Double up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So the D-line's going to spread out. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Now let's go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Hey. Over. All right, now, lucky 56.
The play clock's running down. They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws. His This one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Allen alone to the right.
Hey, check 22. Set. Bang, bang. You got tight. You got tight right there. Eyes up. Hey. Shoot.
From the gun, here's Newton. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll go. It's nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Benjamin, the man in motion left. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Allen, the man in motion left. Third and long, it's Newton. And that is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And his kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Hill, the lone setback.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he rifles one incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Let's go. 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Let's go. Green, 39.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal.
Here we go now. Gone. Detroit. All right, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on second down is Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. From the gun on third down, Newton. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
18 yards on the pickup there. And the Saints are going to get a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball, and that didn't happen on that play.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw again. That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 15. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And that'll be incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Cody Ealing in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Partner, I know that ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done. Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And the back goes into motion.
All right, now look at 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Carolina getting set to take the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Now Newton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball. Deep drop.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Panthers, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.